Welcome to some One Piece action. If you're new to the channel, please give us a subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer and have not subscribed yet, please give us a subscribe. It definitely helps the channel grow. All right. So I'll say, in my humble opinion, sorry for not, I don't want to say slacking, but essentially my work schedule kind of tampered with our efficiency. So, missed like an upload for last Friday. And then we don't have any of the other decks worked on or ready to be shown. Oh, 10 drop. Wow, our hand is wildly interesting. Yeah, we got to be careful. You know what's okay. I'm thinking either be very aggressive and use our pudding to help punish him. Oh, okay. This is just gonna encourage the block though. But next turn, I would say next turn, we could probably attack multiple times, or are we gonna develop? It doesn't matter. Anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, we got some Katakuri for you. So kind of like a filler episode because we did this deck already. But I think Katakuri is very solid and can still or should still see play in the meta. But I haven't seen it. I'm gonna look at the Eggman results again. Maybe I missed it. You know, those pie graph chart thingies be getting real small when it's a bunch of leaders making it to like top 16 or whatever. And be like, who is that? Huh. This smoker's punishing us for having that searcher on the board. I would argue, unless we're desperate and we want to put the blocker, I would argue, okay, it will be the blocker. Okay, cool. I was going to say, I would argue just save it for a defensive play next turn, block and attack, and rearrange all the life cards. I kind of hate, right? Like, when it's like you want to play a card which you're down short because of the curve. But what I do like about the even curve is next turn we can drop 7 and still swing with our leader ability. Interesting. I think we can put that at the bottom, right? Oh, unless we're saying that there's no targets that are worth it. No, that's a black deck. They can always make it worth it. There we go. I respect it. And then now, in theory, since he knows we're willing... I mean, this is the time to ignore it because of our curve, which we should be high dropping now. But in theory, when you attack with a small body, it makes the opponent nervous and they choose to attack it. So that this play might keep us at 3 life. But we do have 2 2Ks in our hand. Let's see. I feel like one of them is going to attack the Nami. Yup. There it goes. Dag. The good thing is now we can just hit 7 and we still have defense. We got the blocker now. Why do we have so many Hioris in our hand? I'll just put the 1 Don attack character and then or you can do that. Maybe because he's at 4, that'll make him comfortable. And then we swing. Yeah, okay. And then we're swinging at lead. Okay, we're still swinging at okay, cool. I guess you can leave it on top. Because it's Tashigi, and then I can't remember the other character. Well, that play just worked out overall. We still got to take the character off the board. Oh, he really wants to take the Big Mom off the board. What does that thing do? He stops us from attacking. It's almost looking like a starter deck. And of course, that could get blocked, in my opinion. Well, that's a brand new on top. Yeah, still brand new. I doubt you're saving that. Come on now. Oh my god, he didn't do math. That was an interesting choice. I thought we would just 10 drop, but it definitely delays the game for the opponent and making it super in our favor, like win more status. Big boy swing. Wow, that's frustrating. And I really think now is the 10 drop moment. Or just attack for 5. And then, okay, no. See, that was brand new. See, if we attack for 5, force the brand new in his hand, then attack with other cards. I mean, no, what did I say? Attack, put the brand new in his hand, then play. Then I just really can't remember what that first card we moved was. But it would have been sent to the trash. Oh, it was the event. So now he has the event in his hand. Yellow decks are funny. This gaining life thing, it ends up meaning a lot in the long run. It just rewards slow decks. That's not a bad thing. If a deck is slow, of course it needs a way to get themselves to where they need to be. That's crazy. Oh, good. Just help clear the board. You should play 7 drop and just see what he does. Or maybe that's just a waste. Yeah, just let everything attack. He has to block, obviously. Alright, Reiju. I haven't seen this leader in a while. I want to make a Reiju deck. But the unique thing about Reiju is that she has so many pathways. Because, you know, being a dual color and just kind of having easy access to drawing, you can either use her own archetype for the most part. You could try to blend it with others. Essentially, it's like what purple deck or what blue deck or what mix of the two would love to see you draw. High voltage consistency through drawing. So, you know, it feels weird that she isn't better than what she is. But it's like I tell my friends sometimes, it's like, well, what are you drawing into? You know, it has to be a purpose for drawing. So what are you drawing into? How effective is it? And that's it. If there's a person who could come up with that one particular source of, hey, I want to draw this, like I want to make sure I have these cards in my hand, then yeah, Reiju would see a lot more wins. But as of right now, I think it's very difficult to either reconstruct the Germa build to where it's like now A tier essentially, or to just splash in a completely different group. 7K swing. Wow, we got so many cards in our hand though. 2K, 1K. I was really hoping to see that hit the board. It is what it is. Low key, I would rather just play the blockers than, using the Hiyori. I would rather play the blockers. Oh yeah, put that at the bottom. Either they're chucking a card or letting go in the trash. That is the beauty of the Reiju deck. They can let these cards go to trash and then just bring them back out. Really helps to conserve hand. Okay, we're choosing to protect. Yeah, I'll just make sure I have enough. Oh, why are we playing that now? Huh. Low key, I would have just attacked with the basil and played the blocker. And then, just play defense next turn. I mean, he still could have potentially protected it, but, it would have been one less card in their hand right now, so they'd be at 3. And we would still have a blocker on the board. So if they swung for something we couldn't counter out of, well, that would have been okay, because blocker. But then again, this did trim the fat on their board, so they would have another attack to swing with. Okay. Gotta love the Black Maria. Decisions. I mean, I'm doing that. Their board has a bunch of weaklings on it. At this point, they need to get bigger drops on the board. That's a good play, in my opinion, because they have no blockers, and you can't do nothing about their board being, active. So, for the most part, now you could take this. Whoa, interesting. Now you can take this opportunity to, punish them. Now they're at 2 life. Good. Keep 2 up. Have sovereignty. We have the perfect setup. If they swing for 7, we got 2K, 1K. If they swing for 9, we have 5K. And they're reaching a very critical game state, because so the one on top is Judge. The one at the bottom is Reiju. Yeah, you gotta let that go. And then you already know they're not gonna touch Hawkins. That hand size is just nuts. Oh, they were doing stuff. So feel free to request a leader that y'all want to see. I mean, we do have some leaders in the bank right now that hopefully we can get done sooner than later. I'm excited for the Bonnie deck that we constructed, and I'm curious for the Carrot deck that we constructed. But yeah, I think that Bonnie deck might be real fun. Definitely different. Promise y'all that. There's no point in virtually making the same thing that's already been done. Y'all know how I feel. If you want to see some different results, you gotta try some different stuff. So hopefully we get that Bonnie deck solidified, or at least in a position. Oh wow, and they got no blocker. I mean, granted, it's not like we're guaranteed. Like if we had Katakuri blocker on the board, then yeah, we can potentially look at it as winning. Like play 10 drop, use Katakuri's effect, move the Dawn, swing for set. Oh wow, that's hilarious. Now we have him, but he needed to be on the board. Yep, get that 10 drop, gain life, trash life. They have to definitely discard a card because that would be game. And now that we have 3 life with a bunch of counter power in our hand, we're good. We can literally afford to take life. So it doesn't matter. That's 3. And they got a bunch of weaklings on the board. You know what? That's too much search, to be honest, for their board to even look like that. Sanji, whatever else was on the board. Stage card. It's like, what the heck? But the most effective engine seems to be the German engine. It just seems so good. But I am curious. I technically do have like other thoughts with the Reiju leader, whether we can get those done or not. But I do have other thoughts for the Reiju leader. But definitely, it seems like just trying to find a way to bring the German engine up a level seems like the best way, the best system for the leader. But who knows? You know, one of the builds that we're curious about somehow could perform dramatically well, right? And then it's like, oh wow, this works way better. Who knows? It's all about seeing. Now, they're drawing a lot of cards for no reason. Come on now. Unless you got some defensive cards in your hand. Wow, another blocker. That's interesting. If they can stop this, then they got another turn. Crazy. They have to block automatically. And now we summon Rush, Katakuri. Let me stop. So the good thing about this play is we have 2 blockers, 2 life, and 5k counter power in our hand. 2 2ks, 1 1k. If that's not a blocker and we can stop all the attacks, they lost. Because we got, once again, we got 2 blockers. A Gravity Tiger would have been deadly right now. It would have been deadly. And they don't know what the triggers might be. So I understand they thinking. I mean, come on now. You only got the 1 card in your hand. Okay, they're mathing it out. You could low-key do the 2 2Ks maybe? Okay. Well, this definitely puts them more in a thinking position since we didn't counter out. So they really got to do some math here. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 4 attacks. That's funny. So we literally just need to attack. We literally just need to stop one attack with counter power. So we have 9, 10. Yeah, we can go to 10k. We literally just need to stop one of their attacks with counter power. Okay, 2k, 1k, and the game's over. And that's it. Oh! Oh my god. That's crazy. Trash. That's crazy. So we end up stopping 2 attacks with counter power. And that's it. Okay, cool. That got me nervous. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know that meme? Wait. We're going for a late game. I hope we get to develop the blocker. So that way when we play these Max Dawn plays, we can just move Dawn over. Of course, we're gonna trash. Of course we're gonna trash Whitebeard, right? No, it makes sense. I would have just took the first life. Oh, he went a different route. Whitebeard was getting no love for so long. And our hand is in position for Nami. So we can start cycling. Okay, cool. And they stopped right there. Okay, cool. That's a free block unless they're getting nervous. Well, we got another attack. It doesn't matter. It makes sense to check a card, and they chose not to. Wow. Wow, that's not a good sequence of cards. That is not a good sequence of cards. I don't know. Should the 2K be last? Should 2K be last? Okay, so 2K first to kind of help us get it, push closer to the late game. We can also put a card on our life. Maybe the Basil. Because we got some big moms. So I can see Basil go into life. And of course they'll be comfortable attacking. No. Maybe we should just give them an extra life card. Okay. And they're attacking with their blocker. That's wild. Okay, we're at 8. We are at 8. Yeah, let's start poking at the board. Wow, they ain't protecting nothing. So it's either play blocker and swing with leader, but they got another blocker. I'll definitely trade the Frankie for the Borsalino in terms of the current value. You're getting more value with Borsil staying on the board than with Frankie. Or you can just go and develop your 8-drop. Interesting. Oh, wow. Interesting play. So we don't have to worry about ruining our offense. And technically, we just created some more defense and we're going to get some counter power, in theory. And with them being this aggressive, we can just keep attacking that board rather than giving them potentially more cards in their hand. Oh, they're comfortable with that? That's amazing. We in thought. We in deep thought. Okay. I feel like it's safe. Attack. Okay. This is smart. And then an attack for 8. Whoa, okay. We got... Okay. Because if he's able to survive and counter out... Okay, so he still had to dump a card. A defensive card. But like, essentially, if he was able to survive and counter... attack life, survive, counter out, then he'll have such a crazy board. So both characters, both leader and character being 5k, it's like I'd rather try to take a lead off the board. A character off the board. You can't take a lead off the board, forgive me. Well, with the current game state, he can't afford to attack with blockers. He can't afford. Oh my god, he's going for that. Okay. Wow, another 10 drop. There's no point in playing Basil. So, is there? Feels like a very scary game state. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, he has to block or play that hand. That's the one bad thing about being too aggressive on the opponent's life, because you lose a lot of... Wow, he really did that. You lose a lot of value on your next set of big moms. And it's sad because we knew we had another big mom coming from life. So, granted, one of the attacks was towards a Basil, but essentially what I'm saying is we probably should avoid attacking life a couple of more times. Like, just not attack life. It would have denied him some resources, and then right now, we would have just burnt the life card. So he would literally have like at least one less card from his hand. Oh, wow. Excuse me. Yeah, it's getting toxic. Yeah, you have to attack the big moms. Very telling on our end. But you can't really sustain. And the fact that he attacked with one of his blockers is kind of crazy. Wow. Okay. You already know you can't afford to attack with that blocker. Okay, that makes sense. And then the last one is Katakuri. Wow. We needed a trigger. If we had well, it's funny. If we didn't trigger summon, what's her name? Well, he played 1. So what are the chances that he has 2? But then he'll have to also draw into another one. Oh. Uji. Thanks for watching.